Hi folks, we're back again for another tester with nickel plating. And what you'll see here, I'm currently testing out. This is the first time we're doing it, so we don't know whether it's going to work. And this is one of the things that we're plating at the moment. So it's just a brass ring washer that we have in the nickel tank at the moment. So we have a few more things. There's the HCl, which is the hydrochloric acid for cleaning, and then we have distilled water for dipping it as well. So basically what we did was we gave it a bit of a clean, and we dipped it in the HCl, then dipped it in the distilled water, and then popped it in. We set the power supply to 4 volts and it's 0.5 of an amp. So if we lift it out, I'll show you what it looks like. I don't know whether you can see it there. Oh, that's come off there. But it's actually nickel plating. You can know whether you can see it there. So we just put it back in. Now it's been in for about about 40 minutes now at the moment, because this is the first time we're using the nickel. And when you use the nickel for the first time, it takes longer to coat. But as it gets more concentrated, it takes less time. So we have the 2 nickel plates, they're linked together and they go to the power supply. Then we have the negative on the actual bar here, which holds the nut. And then also what we have here is we have a little pump. So we have a little pump there. It's just a little aquarium pump, cheap and cheerful aquarium pump, just to agitate the water. Because if you don't agitate the water and move the item, then you might be susceptible to pitting. So because I don't want that to happen, obviously, I have a little pump from a fish tank that you put in there, and it just keeps the water moving and it keeps agitating the water. So we are going to give it probably another 10 minutes, I'd say. Let's have a look there. Oh, there you go. That's not bad, considering that's what it went in like. It went in like that. So I'll give it another 10 minutes and we'll take it out and then we'll have a look at it and see what it's like. Alright folks, so after about 15 minutes or so, we have done the first attempt of nickel plating, and it originally went in like this and it came out like this. Now that's not bad for our first attempt. Now I'm going to get the Dremel out. I'm going to polish this up and get it all shiny and see how I get on if we make it shiny. But that's nickel plating for you. So it went in like that and it came out like that. So for the first attempt, it's not bad. Now, one thing I will say, and something that we'll need to do in future, is to make sure that all parts going in are polished and clean. Because if they're not polished and clean, it's going to affect the actual nickel plating process. And although this wasn't, I did give it a clean. It wasn't super clean, but I did give it a good clean, but there's still kind of bits of dirt on it. It's kind of like that, you can see that. So it's shiny that side, that's what you want, but that side's a bit dull. So I put it in just to experiment to see how I get on, and that side looks really well. That side looks kind of dull. It's not bad, but it looks a bit dull. So for any future work or any future nickel plating, I will definitely make sure that they're clean and polished before we put them in. I think that's important. These are the nickel plates that we used, the anode and the cathode, that one there and that one there, and it's quite, part of it is being used, as you can see, the dark bits. But so not too bad for first attempt. We'll give it a polish and see how it looks. So folks, this is the end result of using a Dremel to do the polishing. Now you can see there that it's still not bright, where it's shiny on that side, and that was the original one, so it's shiny on that side and it's dull on that side. That's the same there. Now I do know that you can buy a chemical called brightener, which you put in the nickel plating solution, which will brighten up the actual nickel. But I think first and foremost, you have to make sure that it's as shiny as you can get it before you put it in the process of nickel plating to get the best result. So it's not bad for the first attempt, but I will endeavour to practice more with a few more metals and see if we can nickel plate them, and obviously get a buffer machine and start buffering the parts before I put them in the actual nickel plating solution. But not bad for the first attempt.